What would you say are the main challenges your country is facing at this moment? I'm a citizen of Trinidad and Tobago. The main challenges facing my country right now are issues of crime and violence, the economy as it struggles to stabilize and grow under the pressures of the first major pandemic the world has seen for a long time, and the war in Ukraine. TNT is a producer of crude, but in recent years has reduced its refining capacity. Consequently, the country is importing a lot of finished products and also has to deal with the increasing prices at the pumps. Right now, transport operators and other groups are actually planning to protest impending price increases. Another challenge is the education and learning loss caused because of the pandemic. Students in Trinidad and Tobago at preschool and the equivalent of grades 1 to 4 will be returning to face-to-face classes after Easter for the first time in 2 years. So these are just a few of the challenges that I think are facing Trinidad and Tobago at this time.
Hi, my name is Nestor Zemora. I'm from Guatemala and I'll be answering a couple of questions. The first one will be the main challenge my country is facing. I will say it's corruption because our government really doesn't try and help the population here. So it's like we have a really bad infrastructure issue here, as well as we have the highest malnutrition rate from all of Latin America, as well as one of the highest in the whole world. So it's a big issue here about that.
Hello, my name is Arelys González and I'm from Panama City, Panama. Today I'm gonna be answering to some questions, and let's go. I'm gonna start with the first one that says, what would you say are the main challenges you think your country is facing? I think the main challenges my country is facing right now is getting out of the COVID-19 situation. I mean, we still have to end it. We still haven't ended it, but we're still trying to, get back in track, reactivating our economy. So I think that's the main challenge, the economic issues that we're going through right now, and the educational issues that we have right now.
The second one will be what I think about the Caribbean unity. I think unity in general is a feature in the human race because we as humans are social beings, so we need to interact with other people to achieve great things. So we usually work together for a greater good. So I think unity is like a necessity in every case scenario, because we have to work together to achieve or a specific goal in that situation.
In terms of Caribbean unity, what is your opinion on Caribbean unity? I think as a whole union, we need to stand together. We need to stand united. This way we can actually overcome all the situations, all the issues that can come through. So I think they are really important. That it's really important we stay together as a community, as brothers. So that's my actual thought about that.
United we stand, divided we fall is a famous line from the song by the Brotherhood of Man. What do you think about the statement in the context of Caribbean unity? The statement is relevant in the context of the Caribbean. We are made up of many independent and proud nations. However, there is strength in numbers. Many of us are too small to negotiate and get the best out of many treaties, agreements, and even purchasing of everyday items. The Eastern Caribbean states recognize this and have worked together in some ways to improve life for their citizens. I believe that until all members of CARICOM in particular are prepared to unite, we in this region will continue to struggle. There will be successes for individual countries, but the gains we really desire in all aspects of our lives will not come until we can really see our Caribbean neighbors as our true brothers and sisters.
And the third question is, what are your thoughts, views on the relationship between culture and development? I think cultural characteristics are really important to getting to know each other's countries, getting to know our history, where we come from. And I think it's really important to make our countries grow and develop more because of the fact that we as humans feel really curious about other people's thoughts, other people's points of views. So I think embracing our cultures and getting to know about our cultures is really important to help to our country's development.
What are your thoughts and views on the relationship between culture and development? Culture can be a positive influence to development. Using what is familiar and being innovative with it to assist in growth and development is a good thing. However, culture can also be seen as a hindrance or deterrent, as sometimes people resist change and development, even if it can be for their benefit.
The third question will be my view about culture and development. I really think that culture and development are really related, like are really linked to each other, because sometimes culture pulls us back from developing. Like we can say in a country, sometimes the culture is what it's pulling back the population to do a greater good as well. So I would say that culture has a really big impact on the development of a country, a community, or even a relationship. It can mean everything.
What roles do you think media plays and should play in the development of the Caribbean? The roles that media plays. Media in many ways is quite insular and knowingly or unknowingly helps to perpetuate the narrative that people from X island don't like people from Y island. Media has a very positive and important role to play. There are more similarities than differences between us as Caribbean people. Media in all its forms could help our development by accentuating the similarities, which in turn might encourage us to work together for the common good. Don't get me wrong, our differences are not all negative, and the media could share more of these. The more the positives, whether in similarity or differences, are shared, the more we will hopefully begin to see ourselves as one big melting pot, one mélange, and be encouraged to foster growth and development by learning from one another and sharing with each other.
All right, and the last question will be, what role does the media plays? The media plays a big role here in Guatemala because usually we need to stay updated with the information of the day. So it's a really big part of the Guatemalans' day to watch the media, to stay updated with the information. I will say that the media can be sometimes misleading due to, as I said, a little bit of corruption nowadays. Sometimes they put information that it's only beneficial for, like, if they want to try and make a specific group look good, they are going to unfortunately pay the media to try and make them look the bestest that they can. So yeah, here that plays a big part of it. And that will be all from my end. It was a pleasure talking with you all.
And last but not least says, what role do you think the media plays in the development of your country and the Caribbean? I think the media plays a very important role in our development because of the fact that we as humans feel so curious about other people's countries, like other people's cultures. We actually enjoy getting to know more about how other people think, about their thoughts, about their, like their thoughts about as a society. So I think it's really important how the media portrays these characteristics so other people can see the good thing of our countries and help us, develop in a good way. So I think it's a really important role.
The relationship between culture and development goes hand in hand. The culture of a country often leads to the country's development. Jamaica is a nation that has sold its culture worldwide. Many people around the world are intrigued by our language, food, music, and dressing. We have seen it through the works of Miss Lou, Usain Bolt, Bob Marley, and others who have highlighted our country on the map, making people aware that we're small but we're Talawa. This means we are a small country, but we are destined for greatness. We are a success as a people. All of us are one out of many one people. The development comes from where people are so intrigued by the culture that they want to invest and create businesses in our country, and by traveling to our country to learn about our history and culture, to see where it all has happened. This brings revenue and foreign exchange to the country through tourism.
Hi, my name is Marissa Chung. I'm an interviewer and creator of this project. I'd say one of the benefits of doing this project was the ability to learn the struggles and challenges of each Caribbean nation in terms of leadership and how leaders are running their country, poverty, lack of basic needs, and crime and violence, and how that's impacting one's country. Though a challenge I seem to face was interviewees not understanding how to properly answer the questions given to them.
My name is Secelia McCain, and I'm one of the contributors for this assignment. Personally, I found the different perspective of our interviewees interesting. I also hope that this video gives some perspective to our wider audience and can act as a catalyst in the discussions that we have in the Caribbean on identity and unity in the future. One benefit encountered for me was the varying perspectives, as I had noted before. Personally, I believe that it is important for us to hold these kind of conversations and to use it as motivation to work together better as a part of a global community. And one difficulty that I found was just communication and misunderstanding. I feel that there could have been better communication, not just between the members, but also between us and the interviewees. There's a lot of miscommunication, a lot of misunderstanding. They didn't really understand what we were asking them. And I would like for us to look more into discussing what it means to talk about culture and development, identity and unity in the Caribbean. I think it's a very important topic that we should look into definitely and should explore. And I hope our video offered some insight to everyone about this issue that is currently, up and coming in the Caribbean. Thanks for watching Caribbean Reacts, and I hope that you enjoyed this video.